Hey guys, so today I am going to be making a paleo pumpkin spice latte, and I am so excited that you clicked on this video. If you don't know my story, about a month ago I went dairy free and gluten free, and so I thought I would just share a little bit of what I do to get through this fall season drinking my pumpkin spice lattes. So if you didn't know, Starbucks and Dunkin' and a lot of major companies put cream and milk in their pumpkin spice lattes, and so if you are dairy free, then you can't have a pumpkin spice latte, and that's really sad. So I just realized that like 2 weeks after I had had a couple pumpkin spices already, so that's my fault for not looking. So you gotta be really careful when making things, looking at things and all this fun stuff when you're dairy free. So I'm gonna start off with a couple ingredients. First, you need a good old pumpkin, and so I'm gonna grab a can opener and we're gonna get this open. So now I'm just gonna get this open. And basically the main ingredients of this will be pumpkin, some coconut milk, almond milk, some cinnamon, and I think maple syrup. Okay, so I have my recipe. This is from Against All Grain. It says it serves 4. I will put the link in the description box, but it says you're gonna start off with 3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, and you're gonna combine all the ingredients in a saucepan over medium heat, and you're gonna simmer and whisk for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna move you guys and we will get this on the stove. Okay, so I have my saucepan. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of the pumpkin puree on the pan. Okay, so I have my 3 tablespoons of pumpkin. Okay, now that I have my pumpkin, I am going to get my almond milk, and I am using Khalifa Farms almond milk. It looks just like this. This has a little bit of sugar in it, which will make it a little bit sweeter too. But this is just the vanilla one, and this one says I'm gonna need 3/4 cup of almond milk. So you can use whatever kind of measure you want, but I'm just gonna use this one. Make sure you put it on the counter before you start pouring. And I did a little bit extra because I'm not gonna use as much coconut milk. So I did just about a cup of almond milk. So now I'm gonna pour this in there. Ooh. And then it says to use a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, but I'm actually just gonna use cinnamon, and I like a lot of cinnamon, so I'm gonna put quite a good bit of that in there. Okay, and then so for coconut milk, I have the frothed, or not frothed, it looks like this. So I'm using the Thrive Market organic coconut milk, regular, and I kept it in the fridge so I'd get the nice little foam on the top. So I'm gonna grab that. And so that's why this recipe calls for 3/4 This calls for 3/4 cup of coconut milk, but I'm using coconut, like canned coconut cream, so that's a little bit different. And I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna grab this junk on the top. But it's actually really good. It'll make it super creamy. And I'm just gonna take all of that I can get before I get down to the like water part of this. So that was about like 6 tablespoons of the canned coconut milk. Let's see what else we need. So then it's calling for 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup and then vanilla extract. And so basically you can do whatever type of sweetener you do for paleo. There's honey, you could do dates. A lot of when I did Whole30, I used a lot of dates to sweeten things because you're not allowed to use maple syrup and honey. So right now it's looking like this. And I'm just gonna add that 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. So obviously I feel like this is gonna be sort of sweet. So if you're not looking for a sweet one, you can do like 1/4 of a cup. And actually, mine's gonna come out to be more like 1/4 of a cup because I ran out. So you're just gonna pour that in there. So the last ingredient that you just have to put is vanilla, or you don't have to. This did have vanilla in it, so I'm actually not gonna put vanilla, but if you don't use vanilla almond milk, then I would put the vanilla in there because that's what it calls for. And so I just wanna show you guys, like for example, this says it serves 4 people. It's just me, and I don't put that much creamer in my coffee, so I think if you are making this at home, obviously it'll keep for like a week. But this is how much pumpkin I had left, so you can make like pumpkin muffins with it. You can do whatever, or double this batch and make more creamer if it's like you and your husband or you and friends that you're having over that also are dairy-free or paleo. So I'm gonna start whisking this up and then we'll go on to the next part. Okay, so I'm just gonna start whisking all this up, and then it'll be like 5 minutes until it's done. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Setting the timer. Okay.
So as I wait for my pumpkin spice to finish, I am going to brew my coffee. And this is just going in my Nespresso. I will do the big one, and so it'll just brew it. Okay, so I have my coffee all brewed, and I am just gonna pour it in my cup. And I like totally hit the wrong one, so it went over, but it's okay. I have my sweet little Hello Autumn mug that I got from the dollar spot at Target. Okay, so my mixture is all ready. My timer just went off, and I'm gonna throw this in my Vitamix, and so I'm just gonna pour it in here. You don't have to have a Vitamix to do this, it's just what I have. Or you can use like an immersion blender. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things you can use. So it says you can prepare it without the coffee and keep it in your refrigerator. So you can make this creamer for any time. And then it says to transfer the liquid to a blender, cover the top with a towel, blend on high for 30 seconds until foamy, or use an immersion blender in the pot. And so then it says you can divide this between 4 cups. You might be able to use more, just depends on how much you're using, or if you want to use this as more like a creamer or the actual like milk for your latte. So I'm just gonna blend this for a little bit. Y'all, if you could smell this, you would know that it is totally pumpkin. So the color is perfect. It kind of looks like squash. Honestly, it smells like pumpkin pie cake. It smells super vanilla-y, but also pumpkin-y. So, as you can see, I'm just gonna pour it in here. And there you have it. That is really good. I'm trying to... So I really recommend this if you like pumpkin spice lattes, but I think I would put more pumpkin in it. But the creaminess, you guys, is on point. And so, honestly, too, if you're using this for like regular coffee creamer, I think it would be amazing in my regular coffee. But yeah, this is a pumpkin spice paleo latte, and obviously you can use the creamer for just regular coffee. So I hope you guys like this video. Thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want more videos like this, and have a great fall. I love y'all. Bye.